On the broadcast tonight, we cover the recent death of Pope Francis.
And we have coverage on the wildfire in New Jersey.
All that and more right now on SUTV News. Good evening and welcome back to this week's broadcast with the latest news. I'm Haley Galaskis.
And I'm Maddie Shively. A wildfire has been spreading across the wilderness of Michaud State Forest. The fire was first reported right here from Shippensburg on Wednesday, April 23rd. According to the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, the fire has spread to about 200 acres. The fire will continue to spread in the coming days, with the dry conditions Pennsylvania is facing only serving to fuel the fires. Large clouds of smoke can be seen from our very own Shippensburg University campus. Traffic has been restricted on Shippensburg and Thompson Hollow roads in order to maintain safety and prioritize operational needs. According to the Shippensburg Fire Department, those who live along Shippensburg Road, Forest Road, Thompson Hollow Road, and 3-Turn Road are advised to evacuate the big flat parking area at 2460 Shippensburg Road. According to county officials, there is no known immediate threat to Shippensburg University. On Wednesday, April 30th, wear denim during the day to protest sexual assault, victim blaming, and shaming. The Page Center is shedding light on sexual assault survivors by asking students to wear denim on April 30th to protest sexual assault and victim blaming. To learn more involving this initiative, you can visit the Great Hall located in the Cub on the 30th, where there will be an info table from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Or you can visit the Page Center located on the second floor of the Cub.
If you're looking to shop for a cause, the Shippensburg Library is the place to go. Located in busy downtown Shippensburg is a quiet public library that holds a host of programs and services for the community. The Coy Public Library is holding its 5th annual online auction. The auction has things up for bid like a ping pong table, books, artwork, and gift certificates to local shops and restaurants. The library holds a number of various clubs and story times, while also providing everyday services like printing, computers, and of course, books. The auction began on April 19th and will end this Sunday at 8 p.m. To participate in the auction, visit the Coy Public Library on the Cumberland County Library website. Take a look around and see what they have to offer. Creekside Grill is officially closing its doors. The bar and grill located just off campus has closed permanently as of last week with no plans to reopen. Creekside opened its doors in September of 2023 after it purchased the property from Hot Point Inn, another bar that struggled to get business in the same location. Creekside's reign in Shippensburg only lasted a mere 19 months of operation. There was no statement made by Creekside, and their Facebook profile has now been made unavailable, with the only update being the Google listing, showing the bar is now permanently closed. No official wording has been made on if the property was sold or if available to lease, but fans of the 2 previous bars that took the space are optimistic that the building could still make for a great entertainment and drinking location. The owners of Creekside Bar and Grill are also the university owners of University Grill, located in downtown Shippensburg.
The Resident Hall Association is celebrating Arbor Day by giving back to the university. Join RHA this Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. to plant trees around campus. Trees provide the world with oxygen and benefit wildlife. If you'd like to join them, register using ShipLink through RHA and then meet them tomorrow by the hockey rink. We hope to see you there. When we come back, we have updates on the shooting that took place at Florida State University.
Stick around for more after this.
Are you failing a class or don't know what you're doing? You're in luck. Shippensburg Primary Academic Resource Center is free to all SHIP students. The Student Success Center, also known as the Learning Center, is located on the first floor of Mowry Hall. The center provides a variety of services, including course-based tutoring, writing tutoring, and learning specialists. To schedule an in-person or Zoom appointment, visit the Student Success Center collaborative website, ship.campus.eab.com. I'm Will Nicholson with SUTV.
Here at Multicultural Student Affairs, we value every student. No matter your race or ethnicity, you are guaranteed a home here. MSA offers many resources: a place to study, a place to meditate, a place to socialize, or a safe place to communicate issues or talk with a faculty member. Come down to Gilbert Hall today and join our family. Our roots run deep. Why not grow together? This is a public service announcement from MSA.
Are you having a hard time focusing on your work? Why not check out the Ezra Lehman Memorial Library? The library has many resources like the IT desk on the main floor. For computer assistants, see the experts. Need to print in black and white or color? Don't worry, the library offers both options on different floors. You can use the bottom floor for group work and the top floor for when you need silence. Don't forget to stop by Starbucks. Check out library.ship.edu for more information. This is a public service announcement from SUTV.
It's time to take a trip around the globe with Jaden Pullman in this week's World News.
Pope Francis passed away peacefully this Monday, April 21st, at the age of 88. The Vatican confirmed that the Pope died following a stroke at his residence, bringing an end to a decade of leadership filled with compassion and global influence. His body is now lying in state at St. Peter's Basilica, where thousands have gathered to pay their respects. The funeral is set for April 26th, and world leaders from across the globe are expected to attend. Pope Francis will be laid to rest at the Basilica of St. Mary Major, fulfilling his wish for a humble burial. As the Church prepares to elect a new pope, many remember Francis for his emphasis on unity, equality, and service to the poor. His passing marks the end of a transformational era for the Catholic Church. On April 17th, Florida State University was attacked by an armed shooter who has been identified as Phoenix Eichner. Eichner killed 2 people and injured 6. A vigil held on campus attracted thousands in honor of the victims. On Tuesday, Florida State hosted its first athletic event since the shooting. Dick Howser Stadium was packed with people with much emotion with a sold-out crowd, just days after the disaster. The school canceled all athletic events over the weekend after the shooting. FSU students, faculty, and staff were invited onto the field for a pregame ceremony. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has landed himself in hot water, with reports circulating that he sent U.S. military attack plans to his family. This report follows the controversy in March of this year, when Hegseth was ousted for using the app Signal to discuss military plans. Now, it's come to light that Hegseth has reportedly continued to use the app for classified military discussions. While being questioned by reporters, Hegseth described the allegations as, quote, anonymous sources from disgruntled former employees, end quote. Pete Hegseth has been facing scrutiny since his appointment as Defense Secretary. At this time, it is unknown if the former Fox News host will face consequences for his mistakes. The Supreme Court's conservative majority signaled that schools will need to provide opt-outs for parents who have religious objections to LGBTQ+ books that are read in elementary schools. This comes during the court's year-long push to expand religious rights. 2 hours of heated arguments involving a Washington, D.C. school district prompted the 6 conservative justices to agree that declining opt-outs infringes on the rights of religious parents. The liberal judges, on the other hand, say that exposing students to ideas in a book does not burden religion. The school district said, quote, the books are used like any other in the curriculum, placed on shelves for students to find and available for teachers to incorporate into reading groups or read-alouds at their discretion, end quote. The conservative-led Supreme Court has sided with religion in every case that has been presented to them in recent years. A massive wildfire, now referred to as the Jones Road Fire in Ocean County, New Jersey, continues to rage for the 3rd consecutive day. The fire ignited on Tuesday, the 22nd, in Greenwood Forest Wildlife Management Area in Barnegat Township. Fueled by dry conditions and strong winds, it has rapidly expanded to over 15,000 acres, which the Commissioner of New Jersey's Department of Environmental Protection does not see slowing down. As of tonight, containment efforts have reached approximately 50%, with crews battling the blaze on the ground and from the air. The origin of the fire is under investigation. However, authorities have charged a 19-year-old man from Waretown with arson. They alleged he started a bonfire with wooden pallets that was not properly extinguished, leading to one of the largest wildfires in New Jersey in nearly 2 decades. Keep an eye out for updates on the wildfires in the following days. This has been World News. I'm Jaden Pullman. Now back to Haley and Maddie at the desk.
When we come back, we have your weekly weather forecast.
Stay tuned.
A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's scary that it can be put into anything. We can't even see it or notice it.
There's been another deadly shooting at a local elementary school. According to authorities, the suspect acquired the gun from a family member's home before using it to take the lives of innocent children and teachers.
Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Thanks for hearing me out, bro.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
You know, Maddie, I feel like we're starting to finally get some genuine spring weather here. Like it hasn't been too hot yet, but we're starting to ease back into like consistent warm temperatures.
I definitely agree.
Knock on wood, I'm hoping we keep it.
Totally. The sunshine we've been getting on campus is definitely going to help us out during this home stretch for finals week.
Agreed.
Let's send it over to Caroline Cooper with this week's weather.
Thanks, Haley and Maddie. As much as I love this warm weather, I have to say I'm a little bit concerned because as you can see behind me, these campus skies are hazy. There is currently a wildfire over in Michaud State Forest, which is nearby. According to the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, a second wildfire broke out this afternoon around 2 p.m., with crews responding to an approximately 25-acre blaze. This is in addition to the Thompson Hollow fire, which broke out last night around 5 p.m., which has spanned almost 200 acres over 24 hours. Road closures are expected, and we also will have evacuations as well, and these will continue through the weekend, but we'll be keeping a close eye on the air quality as well. Currently, it's at 66, which is listed for a high level of pollution and is not healthy for sensitive groups, according to AccuWeather. Despite this poor air quality condition, our temperatures have been relatively nice today. It was rather sunny and clear. We have a 22-mile-per-hour chance of wind, but we are not expecting any rain today. This warmth will continue tomorrow. So into Friday, we'll be having a high of 75 degrees, and our wind, thankfully, will drop, and we'll be seeing a 40% chance of rain with showers throughout the night and a 70% chance of thunderstorms overnight. Looking into this weekend, our chance of showers will continue into Saturday with temperatures in the 70s, and that will carry into Sunday. Our showers will go away, and we will be seeing some sunnier weather with a high of 67. Looking into our week, we'll be starting off Monday strong with temperatures in the 70s, and then Tuesday it'll be coming all the way up into the 80s, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Wednesday, our temperatures are dropping down again, and we'll be seeing a chance of showers as well. And then Thursday, we're going back to the sunny weather in the 70s. We'll be keeping a close eye on the Michaud wildfires, and we'll be tuning into updates from DCNR for road blockages as well as coverage on the spread. That's all I have for this week. I'm Caroline Cooper. Now over to Lex.
Thank you, Caroline. From seeing ghosts to seeing courtrooms, former child actor Haley Joel Osment was arrested for public intoxication and drug possession. The actor, known for his roles in The Sixth Sense and Forrest Gump, was arrested on charges of disorderly conduct for public alcohol intoxication and possession of cocaine at Mammoth Mountain Ski Resort. Allegedly, when being taken into custody, the actor also hurled anti-Semitic slurs at the officers and called one a Nazi. Osment has since released an apology stating, quote, "I'm absolutely horrified by my behavior. Had I known I used this disgraceful language in the throes of a blackout, I would have spoken up sooner," end quote. This isn't the first time the actor has had issues with substance abuse and public misconduct, being charged with DUI and drug possession back in 2006. Let's just hope that this is the last time. A remaster has just come out for a beloved RPG video game. Just this week on the 22nd, a remaster of Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion was released. The game is an upgrade to the original 2006 title, now with the impressive look and gameplay of modern consoles. The game was suddenly shadow dropped with almost nothing pointing to its release date. There have been leaks ever since 2023, but nothing large was ever announced until this week. The launch price is $50 with the deluxe edition at $60. The game is available right now on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and the PC. Be sure to come experience the return of this award-winning game. Joe Exotic, also known as the Tiger King, recently got married to a former inmate of his while serving his 21-year sentence in prison for trading tigers. The news came from Exotic himself via X, formerly known as Twitter, stating, quote, "Meet Jorge Marquez. He is 33, he is so amazing, and is from Mexico. Now the quest of getting married in prison and getting him asylum, or we'd be leaving America when we both get out," end quote. This will now be Exotic's third marriage. He was married to Travis Maldonado, who passed away from a self-inflicted gunshot wound in 2017, and Dylan Passage, who filed for divorce in 2021 after Exotic did not receive the presidential pardon from Trump. The two hope to live a happy life in prison together, until they're both released and leave America. An exciting collaboration has been unveiled between Kendrick Lamar and an iconic fashion brand. It was announced earlier this week that music artist Kendrick Lamar will become brand ambassador for Chanel. Lamar was posted to the official Chanel Instagram account, rocking Chanel sunglasses. Speaking on the collaboration, Lamar said, quote, "Chanel has a timeless legacy that is always something I can get behind. Since they don't make clothes for men, I knew it would have to be glasses," end quote. The multi-Grammy award-winning artist has been making waves for over a decade now. Fans all over the world are anticipating the future projects and collaborations of this music legend. WrestleMania took place this past weekend at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The main event of Night 1 would see three of the biggest names square off, including Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk, accompanied by Paul Heyman. In the end, we would see Paul Heyman shock the world and turn on his longtime friend CM Punk and longtime client Roman Reigns. He would side with the unpredictable Seth Rollins, handing him a steel chair that would allow Rollins to pick up the win. The main event of Night 2 would see Cody Rhodes and John Cena face off for the WWE Undisputed World Championship. The highlight of the match was the shocking appearance of Travis Scott, who came out and helped Cena throughout his appearance. Cena won the match with the help of Scott, claiming his record-setting 17th title and cementing himself as arguably the greatest wrestler of all time. WrestleMania will be back in 2026 for another weekend of sports entertainment. I'm Lex Boyd, and this has been your week of entertainment news. And now back to Maddie and Haley at the desk.
Coming up next, we have the latest in ship sports.
Stick around.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
The Shippensburg baseball team finished 2-2 over 4 games this weekend against Mansfield. The Raiders dropped the first game of a doubleheader on Friday, losing 14-3. Game 2 resulted in a big win for the Raiders, taking control early by a 3-run home run by A.J. Wenrich in the first inning. SU ended the game with a 23-6 win with 9 different players bringing in runs. Saturday's doubleheader was taken by SU in the first game by a score of 5-2. The game was tied 2-2 until Gio Calmia was brought home thanks to Ty Sherman, and the Raiders began to take the momentum. The game 2 was an offensive struggle for the Raiders, not scoring until the bottom of the 4th inning. Mansfield had 9 runs scored in the first 4 innings and did not score again, but the Raiders ended up falling short off a late rally in a score of 9-6. Shippensburg is set to play a 4-game series against Shepherd this weekend. Ship softball swept Mansfield in a doubleheader on Tuesday afternoon. The Raider got off quick to start the game 1. Caitlin Martell scored in the first from a sac fly by Bree Wilmot, and Danny Hayward scored after a bunch of Mansfield walks. While the Mounties cut the gap in the half in the 4th, the Raiders pulled ahead in the next few innings with runs from Emily Sullivan, Martell again, and an RBI single from Riley Erlacher. The team ended Game 1 with a convincing 6-2 win. Game 2 was even more of a blowout, starting in the 2nd inning with an RBI double from Emily Lafferty. Mansfield defense struggled with a bunch of errors throughout the game, ending with 7. The Raiders added 3 more in the 4th inning and followed it up with 2 more insurance runs in the bottom of the 6th to end the game 2 with a score of 7-1. The Raiders team plays next tomorrow afternoon when they face off against Lock Haven for their final home game of the season. This past Monday, the tennis team was back at home for a matchup against Bowie State. For doubles, the pairing of Brooklyn Rupert and Jade Miller won the #1 doubles match with a 6-3 victory. Sophomores Rachel Gallagher and Brinley Orris took home a 6-0 victory in #2 doubles match. As for the singles, Kendall Winters was given the top singles spot, and she came through with a 6-0 and 6-2 victory in her first time being the top spot. Ava Callist had an almost 90-game showdown with Bowie State competitor, where she eventually came home with a victory with a 6-2 and 6-1 victory. The Raiders close out their season this weekend at home Saturday for Senior Day against Bloomsburg. Catch the action at Rob Sports Complex. This past weekend, Julia Wise Appreciation Day at David C. Field for the Lax team as they remember one of their former captains who tragically passed away from breast cancer. The Raiders would have a tough challenge ahead of them as they face the number 14 ranked Kutztown Golden Bears. Ship started the first quarter strong, jumping out of a 4-2 lead by the end of the period. The second quarter was closer, but the Raiders would still head into halftime with 7-4 lead. Kutztown would eventually tie the game at 10 apiece with 4 minutes to play and would become a defensive battle. The Golden Bears won the opening draw of overtime, but a quick save from Kayla Vosberg would give the Raiders offense a chance. Just a few minutes later, her sister Sarah would find the back of the net on a pass from Allie Poley to give the Raiders the win. This was the team's first ranked win since all the way back in 2020. Lax will be at home this Saturday for their final game of the season. Catch the action at Rob Sports Complex. After 38 years, a fan favorite is retiring from ESPN's College Game Day. Lee Corso has been a prominent figure in sports industry, being on game day panels since the program first aired. He is best known for wearing mascot heads to announce his winning team predictions. Throughout his career, he made 430 predictions, where he has been correct 286 times. Corso, now 89 years old, has entertained viewers for decades and will be deeply missed. His last college day will be August 30th, so make sure you mark your calendars. It sure will be a good one. That's all for sports this week. I'm Walker Stutz, and I'm back to Maddie and Haley at the desk.
When we return, we find out what SHIP students have planned for summer.
SHIP Talk is up next. Stay tuned.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Ship Talk. My name is Tatiana Steele, and with the weather getting warmer, we are asking students around campus what their fun summer activities are.
I'm going to a concert, little baby concert for my birthday, and I'm going to a baseball game.
I'm going to Vermont this summer for like a week. Gonna drive all the way up there and drive all the way back down going camping.
All right, so look, this summer, man, trying to run this money up with my boys, man. I want y'all to see us everywhere, on every platform, everywhere. Oh, we got plans to get rich, and if we don't make it this summer, next summer the same plan. Next summer the same plan for the next 100 years and stuff.
Yeah, we on all money out, yo. Hopefully I can buy my own abandoned house this summer. Like start it off, like I'm just doing flipping houses. Like they starting off abandoned. I want to buy it for $6,000 and make a profit off it. That's what I want to do this summer.
I plan on just taking trips, traveling, spending time. Oh man.
I have 2 summer classes and I'm planning on working 3 jobs and we might go to North Carolina.
We got an apartment and we're gonna hang out with our dogs.
I will be working at a daycare this summer in grades K through 5.
For summer, I'm just gonna hang out with some friends and family, you know, maybe work a job or 2. But anyway, we're gonna throw it back to Haley and Maddie on the desk.
Sounds like everyone's got some pretty exciting plans for summer. How about you, Maddie? What are your plans?
I'm going to be starting grad school and I'm going to be working at Shippensburg University.
Hey, me too. I'm also working at Shippensburg University. So for those of you taking summer classes, come catch me at Duncan.
We'll see
or
you
catch
around.
Maddie. Thank you for spending your evening here with us at SUTV. I'm Haley Galaskis.
And I'm Maddie Shively. Join us next week for the latest news on and off campus. And join us next week as we send off our seniors during our final broadcast of the semester. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SUTV News, and check out our website, sutvnews.org.
Thank you, and have a good night.